What the actual heck? What the actual heck? Welcome back to part 5. You heard that right. Part 5 of my supposed to be 1-part breakdown of Dr. Stephen Greer's most recent podcast 16. So, thank you for coming back. Now, we're discussing, we left off, consciousness basically dissolves higher levels of consciousness, oneness, unity with source, divine light, divine one mind. Dissolves all fear and all manipulation, to include lies. Okay, a lie is a lower vibrational frequency. Therefore, higher vibrational frequency is going to be the frequency of truth. So, when we meditate, we recalibrate with the higher vibrational frequency of truth. And there are many other great things and benefits that happen when you meditate, to include all your dirty, nasty, crusty, dusty, musty, fusty, wusty, husty, lusty karma can start to dissolve at a quicker rate when you transmute all of these energies and up-level your consciousness. Because, guys, when it comes to the law of cause and effect, when you have higher consciousness, you don't go backwards. You don't. It's rare that you go backwards. There's anomalies in anything, but it's very, very rare. Okay? It's when you learn a lesson and you integrate it, you don't unlearn the lesson because it's integrated. Same exact thing when it comes to law of cause and effect and meditation practices. You are actively up-leveling your consciousness. And when you have higher advanced consciousness, you make better decisions. You're aligned with higher vibrational frequencies. There are just like endless benefits. So, for any of you who have not incorporated a daily practice with meditation, start right meow and do 5 minutes. 5 minutes a day. Don't miss. And then you can start to increase your increments in level, your time. You can start to increase it over time. Yeah, so that's a different video. A really great, more so scientific thread that Greer mentions is the Buga sphere. Okay, so with this, the spherical object was recovered in Buga, Mexico. Buga city, right? City in Mexico. Hence, Buga sphere. So this object, instead of just automatically being like, oh, this is extraterrestrial, even though it behaves like such, they're now planning and doing scientific protocols to break down, okay, is this extraterrestrial or is this man-made extraterrestrial? Silly that we are even going this route as a society, but this is the route we chose. So now we have to break this down, and their protocol is going to be threefold. The main parts is threefold. First part being a high-resolution micro CT scan before any invasive action. Second being a stable spinning platform to test activation and the frequency response, and also weight anomalies. And then also number 3 is any number 3 in this planned protocol is the fiber optic internal inspection under hazmat conditions. So huge emphasis on a methodical analysis of this object, this high-tech sphere, instead of just saying and blaming it on the extraterrestrials. So it's, we have to actually be methodical about these things and see what is man-made versus what is not. To conclude this series, essentially secrecy is very unsustainable. The darkness can't stay in the darkness forever. Evil eats away at itself and it exposes itself over time. Disclosure is extremely unavoidable, but are we going to again go on the path of truth, higher frequency, or go on the path of deception, lower frequency, transnational crime organization? So the real question here is, as a human people group, humanity, are we going to be living in fear control and manipulation, or are we going to be in higher spiritual truths and maturity, maturing as a people group into oneness, neutrality? Okay. Greer essentially states too that this is not a test of politics, control, and manipulation. It's a test of our own spiritual bandwidth. And it's a test of our civilization. The battle is not going to be for belief, it's going to be for perception. Would we like to perceive lower vibrational energetic destruction, or would we like to perceive higher vibrational energetic truths, higher spirituality truths, collectively, moving towards a 1.0 species? If you haven't already, definitely check out Dr. Stephen Greer's podcasts, download his app, start becoming besties for the resties with our friends upstairs. Let's go.